students. So continuation of this problem here. So all the rows and columns are allocated now. So we need to find the initial basic feasible solution. So how to find the initial basic feasible solution? So write off those values which are being occupied. These are the occupied what? Cells. So let me write here how to write the occupied cell. Fine. So before doing that, let me take my material here. Fine. So first of all, let me write. So what is x11 here? So x11 is how much? X11 is how much? 5 followed by x. Next one is x21. This is what x21. It is 2. Then x22, I think. x22 is what? 3. Then followed by, sorry, x22 is how much? 6 here. Then after 6 we need to come here. What is x32? That is x32 is how much? 3. And x34 is 4, I think. Is it? And the last x44. x44 is how much? How much? 14 here it is. Fine. So these are what? The locations. Fine. So let me write. It is total cost is equal to, that is 2 into 5 plus. Why it is 2 into 5? That is 2 into 5 plus 3 into 2. That is 3 into 2 plus 3 into 6 plus 3 into 4 plus 7 into 4 plus 14 or 2 into 14. So that is equal to 102 rupees. It is rupees 102. So this is how we are supposed to solve the what? Transportation problem here. So the transportation problem will be extended in the next problems also in clear manner. But this is the first problem and this is how it is supposed to be solved. So one by one we have a repetition here. So this is what the given transportation problem. We have to find the initial basic feasible solution for this. Fine. So first of all we need to check whether summation AI is equal to BI, means this is equal to this. If this and this are same, then only we can say transportation problem is balanced. Fine. So since summation AI is equal to summation Bj, that is equal to 34, therefore transportation problem is balanced and there exists initial basic feasible solution. So the first allocation is made in the cell 1 1 because it is northwest corner rule. So always the cell is made, the allocation made in the cell 1 1. So we need to check out the AI and BI, that is A1 and B1. So which is the greater one here? When we compare A1 and B1, 7 is the greater one. So this value will be subtracted with the greater one. That is 7 minus 2 is equal to, that is 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Whereas 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Now this row is get exhausted. Fine. So get exhausted. Once again I will tell, compare the values of the cell A1 and B1 and A1 because the allocation starts in the cell 1, 1. So when compared, so the smaller value will get subtracted. That is 7 minus 5 is equal to 7 minus 5 is equal to 0. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So this is what this row, that is O1 row, will get exhausted. So remaining is what? We have to come down to the next row. Fine. So when we come here, So which is the smaller value? That is, this is called as A2 and this is A1. So presently A1 is 2 and A2 is 8. That's what? 2 is the smaller one. So 8 minus 2 is 6 here. So I have written 6, but 2 minus 2 is 0. So this column, that is D1 column, is get exhausted. So we will remove this column and comes to next. So whenever a row get exhausted, come to the next row, and whenever a column is get exhausted, come to the next column. So we have to come to this column when this column get exhausted. So we'll come here 6. So it is here 6 and here it is 9. So which is greater? 9 is greater. So 9 minus 6 is how much? 3. 6 minus 6 is 0. So this whole row get exhausted, will come down. Whereas here it is 3, here it is 7. So which is greater? 7 is greater. 7 minus 3 is 4. Find 3 minus 3 is 0. This column is get exhausted. So come down to the next here. Then 4, here it is 4 and here it is 18. So which is greater? 18 is greater. 18 minus 4 is 14 and 4 minus 4 is 0. This complete row get exhausted and will come down. There is 14 here, here also 14, here also 14, both get exhausted. Fine. So at the last, the allocation is what? 0 here. So I have written all the allocation, that is 5, 2, 6, 3, 4 and 14. Fine. Then I multiplied the values, that is 102. So this is what the transportation problem. Fine.